I'm a second-gen Chinese American, and I've been doing line dance for 9 years. So when I was little, me and my family would go see the Lunar New Year parades, and I was always curious as an audience member, and that is what inspired me to learn line dance. And now that I've been doing it for 9 years, I started the kids program 5 years ago after learning the basics of the moves and culture, and I wanted to give back to our community and teach our younger generation about line dance.
Hi, I'm Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Riley.
I'm Karina. And we're all second generation Chinese Americans. I've been doing line dance for 3 years.
I've been doing line dance for 5 years.
And I've also been doing line dance for 3 years.
I think line dance is really different from the other sports and extracurriculars I do because of the cultural attachment that we have to line dance.
I would like to pass down the knowledge to the younger generation so that they can keep the culture alive and inspire other people to be curious about our culture and learn about line dance.
My favorite part of learning line dance is learning how to improvise with the head and learning how to convey different emotions and gestures, like acting like a real lion.
My favorite part of line dance is interacting with the crowds as the lion head.
My favorite part of line dance is also learning how to be a head and making it feel alive for the crowd and audience.
Traditionally, line dance has been a male-dominant sport, but over the years it has become more gender inclusive. And it's great to see the newer generation having younger participants.
It's important for younger kids to learn about line dance so that we can all learn about our own cultures or other people's cultures.
Cover themselves with the lions, and then they scared it away, scared the evil spirits away. And so that's how the newer generation, it got passed on. Every year, you put on the lion costume or lion dance costume, and that's what scares it away with the loud music. So when you go out on Super Saturday, as a whole, it's a one day where they close off all the streets in Chinatown, and we parade around blessing all the stores. And when you go bless the stores, there's also a lot of groups in Chinatown that come out as well. And when we cross at each other, we greet each other. And how the lions greet each other is by laying low, staying low, and then when we get near each other, we bow to each other and we exchange cards.
We were young. We were all in elementary school, and we were hanging out on Mott Street. And this restaurant caught on fire, and we helped them. We called the fire department, and so the owner of the restaurant was very grateful to us, and he wanted to thank us. So he asked us, "What do you want?" And we told him we wanted to start our own line dance group. So with the support of my mom, this guy, the restaurant owner, bought us an entire set of line dance equipment, and that's how we started our line dance group.
I want the next generation and generation after to know about line dancing, to keep everything going. So I will teach anybody.
We started a lot of things. We started the first girls in our group doing the lion head, the drumming. We started it all in Chinatown because back then in the 70s and the early 80s, girls were not allowed to do the drums, the lion head and everything else. So we kind of started it, we set it up, we set the precedent for it. I feel that we did.
Like then the way is you
My name is Luke, and I've been doing lion dance for 3 months, and I wanted to do lion dance because I saw like Chinese lions, like they were at Brooklyn Children Museum, and I liked that. So I was like, it could be an athletic sport for me to do. I could picture me doing it, and so that's why I started doing it.
We didn't care what race you were, what background you were. We just accepted whoever wanted to learn lion dancing and whoever wanted to learn the Asian culture. So it didn't really matter who you were. We just accepted everybody in. And back then, it was not acceptable to have like non-Asians in lion dancing.
I'm not Chinese, so it feels like I'm learning like another language sport. I can learn from Chinese, even though it's Chinese. I think I can do it, and I think everybody can do it at a high level, and they can pick up the head, and yeah, it's fun.
And then basically at the middle like this. Come slightly.
learn to work with each other on the same goal. That's right. You know, there is no, oh, you have to be Asian to do this. No. Say everyone's welcome to do the line here. He said we don't discriminate against anyone.
We used to do a lot of community service. We did the community right here at Hamilton Madison House. We served food during the Hurricane Sandy. We lost power here, and so we delivered food to all the buildings in the area, and we served everybody food for like a whole week. And that's one of the things that we did. The other thing we used to do when we were younger, we used to have community holiday functions. One year we rented a horse and a wagon, and we gave kids rides around Chinatown, and we during the holidays we got somebody to be Santa, and we gave out a lot of toys and stuff. And back then there was a carvel in Chinatown, and they donated a lot of ice creams, and we were able to give out ice creams and things like that, just to give back to the community.
Line dancing, especially when it comes to Chinese New Year, or some people call it Lunar New Year, yeah, it brings all the people down into Chinatown to see how Chinese culture is. Brings business to Chinatown community.
Well, hopefully in the future, the lion dance groups will keep the tradition alive, and they'll keep the younger generations interested and involved in lion dance.
Hi, my name is Paul Line. I've been doing line dance for about 20 years. I'm a second generation Taiwanese American. Growing up around line dance, I'm from Flushing. I was born and raised there. I've seen lion dance on the street. I've seen lion dance in the restaurants. I've seen lion dance, at grand openings, at weddings, and I was always seeing this thing like, wow, this is really cool. I've seen the older brothers and sisters are doing this. How do I get into this, and what is it about? So I did a little more research. I first joined a school, and then that school also taught lion dance, and I really got interested in it. I got into the lion head. I was able to bang on the drums, and then when I first saw it, it was like, wow, this is really interesting. So I wanted to study more about it, study the tradition and the history behind it, and from there on, I just continued my interest in it. We got together and formed a team in 2018. I thought it was pretty unique to have a group of friends just coming together, continuing the tradition of lion dance, especially in New York City, where this form isn't really taught anymore. There's only a couple schools out here that really teach this and continue this tradition. So we thought it was a cool thing when we were forming this team together to continue this tradition and bring joy to the community.
Restart.
No.
Restart.
1, 2, 1.
Just that beat. Just play restart. You gotta stop.
Hi, my name's Vivian. I'm second gen, and I've been doing lion dance for 8 years. The difference between Awaken Lion and my old group is that I'm respected, you know, and also the group that I was previously in was just doing it for the money. And, you know, quite frankly, like, I feel like when you do something for the money rather than the culture, you know, it just kind of, like, it just doesn't create an authentic experience, you know what I mean? Because you're not focused on, like, the true core, like, aspects of lion dance, you know? So I just feel like Awaken Lion, you know, they're doing it to, I guess, spread the culture, like, within the community and, like, to other people. And I just feel like, you know, they're really doing it because they like to do it, you know, not for any type of monetary reasoning.
I would like to say we have a pretty diverse group. Our team goes, you know, age ranges. We go from anywhere from high school all the way to 30s. We have 40-year-olds and, you know, even 50-year-olds that, you know, show interest in wanting to come out to you know, to join us, to, you know, follow us.
In my old group, you know, because I was female, I wasn't really a respected member. Whereas when I come to Awaken now, there are more female members, and despite me being like one of the youngest members in the group, like everyone sees me as an equal, you know, or if anything, they like look after me, you know, like a little sister, I guess, now that I joined the Awaken family. Another thing is that they feed us, you know, so which means that like they really care about their members, you know, and they treat everyone like, you know, we're just one big family, and that's what I really like about Awaken.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I've been in lion dance for around 12 years. I'm a second gen American. In the beginning, like, I didn't really want to be there because I was like, why am I here? Like, lion dance is like taking up so much of my time. And then over the next, like, the first like 2-3 years, I kind of found a family in it, and I would bring a lot of my friends there.
The motivations that keep me vested and wanting me to continue lion dancing is one, the tradition of the art, of the culture. That is one of the main reasons. You know, this is the reason why we're learning, the reason why we're practicing and performing. You know, it's really it's really just wanting to keep that uniqueness going in you know, especially in our identities, and especially in the Asian background. And the flip side of it is also, you know, it's a chance for all of us to hang out every time that we go out and you know, just create memories, have a great time.
And now I'm in Awaken, and here I learned a lot more about like lion dance history and culture. I'm from Hong Kong and Guangzhou, so it's a pretty big part of my culture. I just didn't study it like at all. Like, I was just there and I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know why I was there. But I think I now realize that it's something that I do really want to partake in and like learn more about, just to continue on the tradition, because a lot of teams after COVID, they disbanded or they're like really down in members. So I want to be like a part of the lion dance community, and I want to like spread my heritage to other people.
I feel like the more I did lion dance, the more Buddhist I became, if that makes sense. But I didn't notice that until I joined Awaken, because back then I was doing it with I guess, there was no meaning behind it, you know, back when I was in my old group. But now I'm learning like why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why have I been doing lion dance for 8 years, you know? Like, yeah, it's fun, but like, what's the meaning behind everything we're doing? And like Ryan, one of our leaders, has been teaching me, you know, the meaning behind why we do it. And a lot of it is part of like Buddhist tradition.
Our lion dance, our even the technical skills with the lion head, I think, you know, we always focus on looking at what's next and what's coming up next in our, you know, in our schedule. What's coming up next? Are we coming near like Lunar New Year season, where we know it's going to get busier? or do we have like a planned a wedding coming up where we need to develop a unique routine for our clients.
Like my old team now, they do lion dance, but it's like bad. Like they don't have like a instructor that knows what they're doing. So they're just doing it just to do it, and the way that they have like the forms and the instruments, it's all not traditional. That's why. So this team I'm lucky to have because Ryan is very like knowledgeable about lion dance, and I can learn from him. That's part of why I wanted to join, because I had known about them from a long time ago. But yeah,
I just feel like Awaken is kind of like preserving that authenticity and that traditional aspect of lion dance, because like Ryan has so much knowledge on lion dance, and like he's like a lion dance encyclopedia. Like, I'm not even kidding. I just feel like he's probably one of the best or like the most knowledgeable like lion dance performers in the country probably. And I just feel like that's just so rare, because this has been like, a tradition for like centuries now, and I just feel like in order to preserve that, I feel like Awaken kind of has that compared to other
I just think that lion dance as a whole has like went down in popularity in at least New York, because like Jesse's group, they disbanded, and then because of COVID, like a lot of people stopped doing lion dance, and it was hard to get like contracts during that time as well. So I mean, lion dance is kind of dying, I'd say. Like, Cantonese is dying, lion dance is also dying. So that's why like you kind of have to keep the heritage alive.
Some of the roadblocks to preserve the culture of lion dance, I would say it's is people. I mean, we definitely, everyone on the team right now, I could say definitely has an interest and a passion for lion dancing. But what's hard is trying to keep this culture going forward. So we want to recruit other younger adults, high schoolers, even younger middle schoolers, children that want to show interest in line dancing. We want to teach them the art of line dancing. We want to keep this tradition going. It's like I said, it's kind of hard in New York to find a team at school to teach this. It's not like your average American sport where you're growing up with basketball, football, typical American sports. This is something like really unique. Keeping the culture going is one of our greatest goals.
First thing is teamwork, because on lion dance teams you have the base team for 2 lions is 7 people. You have to be able to manage a team. If you can't manage it, it's over. Like, you're gonna fall apart. So when I was running the lion dance, I'd say leadership, like taking a responsibility, like coordinating with whoever hired us and my own team, a lot of logistics. But outside of that, just as a member, I'd say there's a lot of soft skills. You learn how to interact with other people. You learn how to work with someone to learn a skill that you have no idea how to do.
Another thing is that it helped me with stage fright, because you're always in front of so many people, and like you gotta be confident in what you do, and even if you mess up, like, it's okay, so it really helped me with that. So I guess also being like manager of my old group, it really helped me like with leadership skills and whatnot. Yeah,
it's hard because during the season, during shows, it gets busy and people are tired, and you just have to kind of learn how to deal with people, not just like your own team, but also like your clients and like the people that are watching you, because it gets really hectic, and it's just you learn. It's all about learning and growing.
But now being part of Awaken, I'm kind of like finding my way back into it and like starting to love it again.
even on the streets when we go out to perform, they come out and just thank us. Thank you for being here. And the tradition with feeding the lions the red envelopes. Even especially when I see like the younger kids when they feed the lions the red envelopes, and then they have their parents or their siblings behind them. That's like the picture that we want to create for the community. Like, hey, we want to be out there spreading the luck. We want to be out there showing our picture. We want to be out there and saying, hey, this still exists in our community. So that's one of the main the main features we want to show our community.